The lesson from my 20s for today is do not allow fear to cripple you and rob you of your potential. And I feel very strongly about this because I have been a victim of that. There was a point in my life where I was literally crippled by fear. It was so bad that I literally had anxiety. I remember there was a time that it was so bad that I would literally start to feel it physically. Like I was so anxious, I would have chest pains, I would have sleepless nights sometimes, and there was just so much that was going on. And it became so bad to a point that I didn't want to be by myself. And as a result of me not wanting to be by myself, I found myself in the company of people that really I was not interested in being around. I found myself engaging and partaking in certain activities and things that, they didn't align with my values or my beliefs. But in the name of not being alone, I accepted that. And it took me a while to really get over whatever was happening at that time. It took me a while, a lot of a lot of prayers, but thanks be to God, I'm no longer in that I'm not in that space, or I'm not in that situation anymore. And yes, I'm always going to talk about the Bible. If we think back to the book of Timothy, I believe it's first or second Timothy, it says that God had not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. And I like that it points out fear as a spirit. So what it tells us is that since God had not given us a spirit of fear, and fear is a spirit, we ought to reject it. And if at any point you have accepted it, then you need to renounce it. And the thing about fear is that fear can be both positive and negative. But the type of fear that I'm talking about is the negative type of fear that cripples you, where you find yourself losing certain opportunities, because you are afraid. A lot of people have imposter syndrome. There's so many things, so you're afraid of speaking out, and so there are certain opportunities that you just allow to go by. And there are a lot of times when you know that you are very passionate about a thing, you feel strongly about it, you may feel like that's the direction that God is leading you into, but you allow fear to cripple you, and you might believe the lies that the enemy is telling you, that you're not good enough or you're not the best person to do it. And so you just sit there and allow fear to rob you of your dreams, of your aspirations, of your vision. And I'm just here to say to someone, no longer should you allow fear to cripple you. The world is there, it is your oyster. Go out there, live your best life, and make the best of every moment that you have, because God had not given us a spirit of